It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's Motley Monday. At long last, after much teasing and much anticipation, PR2 version 160 is now released. I don't even know where to start. There's so much change in this update, so I guess let's start with what you know. There's a new hat called the Cheese Hat, and this hat lets you break crumble blocks at record speed. Speaking of hats, there's a lot of hats in the game now. So I got to thinking, we have 15 hats if you include the artifact. I wonder if we could introduce a new game mechanic around hats. Maybe a new mode? So, I present to you Hat Attack Mode. Hat Attack Mode is a new game mode where you try to collect all of the other players' hats in the level. When you get all the hats, there will be a countdown that starts, and once it ticks down to 0, you'll win. Hooray. After you win, your hats will come off for the other players to grab. This also happens if you forfeit. In a future version, I'd like to add handling for the hats to actually respawn if they fall off the map. Additionally, I'd like to have the hats go in all different directions versus just all of them removing and then dropping in the place where the player was. Kind of like how when you lose a hat in PR3, your hat kind of goes off to either side versus just straight up like PR2. I'd have to figure out a way of doing that doesn't break the hat trajectory for existing levels. A new game mode is great and all, but what use is it if we have no new songs to go with it? Well, we've had some very talented members of our community come forward to submit their songs. For the more intense or intimidating levels, we have Nightshade by Goliath, and if you just want something to vibe to, Mustang Man also submitted a song called Toodaloo. So thank you so much to the two of you for submitting those songs. Alright, so we have a new hat, we have a new game mode, we have some new songs. So this can make for some pretty cool levels. But how do you save your levels? Sure, you can send them to yourself like was introduced in 159, or you can use the new level favoriting feature. You'll notice now that on every level there's a little button to add to your favorites. You can access a list of your favorites on the top right side of the lobby, next to the search tab. It just looks like a little heart. I'm hoping that all the new levels will be cool and fun and fresh and whatnot, but on the off chance that there are some that are inappropriate, you can now report levels. It's a little button on the level information pop-up on the bottom right side. Yeah, the moderators are gonna love this one.
Are you sure about that?
Now, in thinking about punishments for misbehavior on PR2, the staff understands that it's not 2008 anymore, and the rules don't have to be as strict as they used to be. So we decided, at long last, to implement social banning. This is a take on BI3LIU's chat-only bans idea. Socially banned users will still be able to access the game, but they won't be able to do anything social, as the name might imply. Off the top of my head, those include but are not limited to chatting, private messages, level publishing, and guild-related things. To supplement social banning, there's a new version of the PR2 rules, so please do be sure to check that out. There also have been a number of quality of life things added. You can now see a user's progress towards ranking up on their player profile. You can see more information about your levels in the load levels pop-up in the level editor. Some new folding rewards, the Epic Crown at 500,000 points and the Epic Cowboy at 5 million. You can now change your stats during a happy hour, which you probably should have been able to do from the start. And there are some new name colors for temp mods and trial mods. The temp mod color is a green, and the trial mod color is a light blue. To go with that change, player pop-ups now have the exact type of moderator that they are. So when you click a temp mod's name, it says temp mod. When you click a trial mod's name, it says trial moderator. And permanent moderators are just moderator, as usual. There is no way I can give this update justice without reading the entire changelog out, so I'm going to post the link to that in the description. So this is all great, amazing, revolutionary, woohoo! But are we done? Of course we're not done. We still have plenty of suggestions from the community that are so great, like being able to set hats allowed in a race in the level editor, or a custom item block that you can set the items that you want to appear just in that specific block. And of course, adding new music. If any of that sounds cool, let me know. You can also post your own suggestions in the PR2 suggestions section on JV2. I hope 160 was worth the wait, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Does this look good? I'm gonna get roasted about that heart.
That's it for Mustang Man Monday. Toodaloo, honey boo.